Technically good.
Hello? Oh. Hi everybody, welcome to Funniest Crutch. Let's give a big hand to the Lions Family Band. We're going to have some serious comedy tonight from David Petrie, Ethan Gilsdorf, and Natureman. After they're done, stick around for some more silliness. And now, straight from the dumpster behind the Dunkin' Donuts, Natureman.
How we doing? All right. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Liam, for your introduction. Thank you, Lions Family Band. Well, I thought I'd start things off by talking about Vermont seasons. As you all know, we got 4 seasons in Vermont. We got winter, mud season, black fly season, and stick season. How many people know what mud season is? How many people live on a dirt road and really know what mud season is? You know, my dirt road in mud season is so bad. I'll tell you how bad it is. It's so bad. The road crew every year has to take their biggest dump truck, fill it all the way up with gravel, then they drive it down to the worst part of our road, and they just park it and leave it there. Eventually, it sinks down deep enough we just drive over the top. But you know, I'm kind of proud of the fact that I've never had to pay a tow truck driver $75 to pull one of my rigs out of the mud. Now, the wife would tell you I've had to pay my mechanic a hell of a lot more to put the packs back on the bottom of my rigs to get ripped off when I keep from getting stuck in the mud. One time I thought I'd save a couple of dollars, well, more like about 800, by finding one of them pieces, giving it to the mechanic so we could stick it back on it. Now, the mechanic told me it was a gizmo called an evaporative canister, and it was about the size of a human head. So, I went back up to my road, and I'm down on my hands and knees, mucking through the mud and mire, and eventually I find something all caked in mud, about the size of a human head. Well, I bring it down to my mechanic. He tosses it in his sink and washes it off, and I says, "Is that an evaporative canister?" He says, "No, sir, that's a rock." He tells me an evaporative canister is going to have a bunch of wires and whatnot dangling off of it. So, I go back up to my road, and I'm down on my hands and knees going through the muck and mire, and I find something all caked in mud, about the size of a human head with stuff dangling off of it. Oh, I bring it down to my mechanic, he tosses it in the sink and washes it off. I says, "Wow, is that what an evaporative canister looks like?" He says, "No, sir, that's what a dead raccoon looks like." I says, "Looks like supper to me." I figured I'd give it one more shot finding this friggin' gizmo on my road, so I head back up. And I'm down on my hands and knees, I'm digging here and digging there. I think I dig so deep I reached the top of one of them dump trucks the road crew parked there last year. When all of a sudden, out of the blue, this Mercedes SUV with Connecticut license plates comes barrel-assing down the road. Well, I dive out of the way just in time. It hits the hole I was digging in and blam, bottoms right out. The driver guns the engine, tears out of that hole, and I look in the hole, and there at the bottom is a bright, shiny gizmo about the size of a human head with all sorts of wires dangling off of it. Well, I look up, and that SUV is parked right down the road. The fella's getting out walking toward me. I kick a little mud on top of that gizmo. Fella gets up to me and says, "Jesus Christ, I really bottomed out there. Do you think I lost any parts at the bottom of my car?" I says, "Nope." He looks down in the bottom of the hole and says, "What's that thing down there about the size of a human head all caked in mud with things dangling off of it?" He says, "Dead raccoon." Jesus Christ, I can't let the wife see that. Hops back in his SUV, heads off down the road. So now I'm the proud owner of a 22-year-old Ford with a brand new Mercedes evaporative canister strapped onto the bottom.